Hello and welcome to Desi Martini. My name is Sandeep. Right now I have with me Mr. Namit Khanna. Well, Namit has been a part of lovely TV shows. He's just over and done with his Sanjivani shoot. So hello and welcome, Namit, to the podcast.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And a very, very good evening or good morning or good afternoon to everybody, whoever's going to watch it or whatever.
You don't really have to bother about the time, Abhi, especially because you're all locked down in a house. So you don't quite know कि कब क्या चल रहा है, कितना बज रहा है, time क्या हो रहा है. No one किसी को वो ख्याल नहीं.
और दिन भी नहीं पता है आज क्या है, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
Exactly. Yeah, that's absolutely right. All right, Namit, सबसे पहले, Sanjeevani 2 was a huge success, and Sanjeevani was a huge success, the original show, and then you have been a part of Sanjeevani 2, you've been a part of Vikram Bhatt's Twisted, which was again very acclaimed and very much liked, appreciated, applauded by the audiences. So, what are your future plans? And also, I came to know that you've launched your own website. Congratulations to you.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much. I'll come back to the website part, but yeah, I'll start with the other stuff. So basically, I mean, plans for now, I think हम सबके plans have been kind of wavering because of the situation that we are in, and it is a first time scenario. Nobody's ever thought about it. So I think having said that, I want to take it easy. I don't want to jump into anything. I want to be sure of what I do next, and उसके लिए वो opportunities भी आनी ज़रूरी है. So I mean, I think things are picking up. I'm not too sure कि कितने जल्दी और नए projects आएंगे. अभी धीरे-धीरे करके आ रहे हैं. So I will just wait it out, and I'm really happy to be back home. Yeah, I mean, घर आके spending time with family जो इतने सालों में नहीं किया, वो अब finally, it just there is no other thinking कि यार ये करना है वो करना है. बस घर पे हो, आराम से रहो, do your thing, work on things like, for example, the website. So website was something that happened during the lockdown because itne saalon se I've been thinking about it. I have to make a good one. Karunga, but it never used to happen. But when the lockdown started, I was like, yaar, ab isse better time nahi aayega. So I actually spent 3 months on it, starting from scratch, and then developer ke saath phone pe, emails pe, bhej ki cheezein change karke. So that's how it eventually became true, and it has bared fruit now. But it's again something which is a lifelong thing because एक बार website बन गई है मेरी. My plan is to continuously update it every month, with articles, with blogs, with my other pictures. अभी तो मैंने बस थोड़ी चीजें डाली है because I want to keep a lot of back to keep uploading it in the future because travel अभी हो नहीं रहा है. And of course, when I travel, all that will come on it, and so it becomes like a one-stop destination for everything to do about my photography, my acting, my modeling jobs, my travel plans, articles, my experiences. Because बहुत बार क्या होता है, you have so many experiences while you're doing things in life also, especially in our industry. तो उसका मतलब for me, I feel it's really important कि अगर आप अपना experience लोगों से share कर पाओ. And ये भी नहीं कि you're जबरदस्ती sharing it, but like this is an amazing platform which I have created. It's my brand, where I can share things about me.
The fact that you have been in television predominantly, and now especially during the lockdown when things have really, people have really become averse to television because naya content nahi aa raha, and people are not really, the actors are not really shooting. Shootings have not really been started in the full swing. Do you think the television makers and the kind of, firstly, how do you look at television content?
How do I look at television content? See, again, it's not, I think the lockdown has not just specifically affected the television. It's span across all the mediums. Having said that, TV ka obviously, because shows are running, you have the timeline, you have your telecast issues, and also uske liye, shooting is necessary, and you don't really, once you start a show, when it's on air, you have to keep shooting, whereas the other mediums, I think the only advantage is that आप एक बार अपना like web show भी है या फिर film है, you finish it over whatever period or time, depending on the budget, and then you can release it, with proper marketing and sales. So there you have that space. You don't have that pressure of actually, making it for the telecast or like itna footage dena hai din ka, So that kind of, I think that pressure is the only advantage. In terms of content, what do I think about television content? I mean, of course, I think there is an equal demarcation between the three so far in the industry, which I feel, and it only comes down to the money spent because, well, yeah, I mean, the budget you work with is what you will get, you know. But having said that, it's a lot of work. It is a lot of hard work, and log karte hain, so that kind of takes you to another level of proficiency, is what I feel. Again, मैंने 2 show किए TV पे, so I have a limited experience. But this is what I realized कि यार, its basic difference is the amount of money spent. तुम web में जाओगे या film में जाओगे और TV में जाओगे, it's just the production value. And तुम्हारे वहाँ पे 2 कैमरा होंगे, वहाँ पे you have Alexa आ जाएगा, 2 बड़े-बड़े आ जाएंगे. You know, so it just depends on the equipment, the extras, choreography हो रही है, तो you know, you'll have 2-3 days to shoot a song. All that is not there on television. Television, you just do it right there on the day, you know. So that's the only difference I feel. And for me as an actor, I don't think I'm doing anything different. I have to really work towards my character, towards the scene, you know, really try and perform in under all these circumstances which are there, you know. So I think, yeah, that's how I see it.
And do you feel once the lockdown is lifted and shootings have resumed in full swing and people have you know, access to their favorite TV shows like things used to be before the lockdown, जो OTT की तरफ, the audiences that have flocked towards OTT, especially after the lockdown, will they come back to television? Because
yeah, I think,
because why I'm asking you this specifically, because the fact that there have been so many you know accusations on the content of, I mean, if that is the right word, accusations on the content of television that, you know, it's a little regressive and people have got to really think a lot. Because previously also I've had a word with quite a few actors who are again predominant in television, and they said that, you know, TV producers and TV content makers have got to really put their minds and their heads and their brains to culling out content which is different, because people are clearly moving or kind of shifting their allegiances towards OTT content.
OTT, yeah. No, I agree to that. I mean, of course, there is television industry needs to kind of change its track and try different. But मुझे ये भी पता है कि they have tried and it has failed primarily because the audience consists mainly of like the rural India or like the second tier cities, you know, where people are glued on to the shows. So I think to cater to them, the shows are made. But at the same time, abhi jaise, because of the lockdown, people are watching more shows on digital platform, which is great.
Yes,
but that is a boom. I mean, that is itself industry. It's a new avenue that has opened up for our industry, you know, which is great, and there's different content there. But TV, though, I think it will remain. I mean, people will come back because those people who have been watching for years, who are used to, I mean, the housewives or the older grandparents who are at home, or even the fathers who have come back from work, they come back and the television is on, or the women are watching it while they're cooking or like cleaning, or I mean, it's a set pattern. I'm not talking about, you know, the main cities, the metropolitan cities, but across the country there are so many people, and ये उनके लिए बहुत बड़ा source of entertainment है. For them, I don't think they're gonna really get the Netflix or the Amazon Prime, or I mean, I'm sure they are aware of it, that they are actually catering to a very specific audience, and which only consists of a small percentage of our country's population. So yeah, I think it will definitely switch back to what it was. And and in terms of the content, वो तो obviously यार, वो तो सबको पता ही है कि you can better it. I mean, I'm sure the producers also know that they are repeating and trying to use the same formulas that have worked in the past to just get the TRP. वही game है ना, but end of the day, if you take a chance, and I mean, which again I've heard that people have tried to do different stuff on television and it bombs. So then they have to go back to the original formula. So yeah, I mean, again, this is a bigger game which I have really not tried to get into. For me, it has been just to focus on what my job is as an actor, and yeah, so far it's been pretty decent.
I said, Namit, and the next question that I'm going to ask you is a little bit topical. especially because of the kind of times that we are in, and especially after Sushant Singh Rajput's demise, the nepotism controversy that has really flared up and especially blown out of proportions on social media with people unfollowing big celebrities on social media and stuff like that. What is your take on the entire issue? And being a newcomer yourself in the television industry, do you have to face any such, nepotistic people?
Well, my take on it has, I think, always been like, because again, I'm not connected to anybody in the industry, and whatever I've done is on my own merit, whether it was my modeling years or photography or even acting. But having said that, I don't know if I can really put any fingers on anybody, because I know for a fact that no producer is stupid enough to take somebody who's not capable to, run the show or run the film, because at the end of the day, they're the one who are going to actually invest the money on your
Exactly.
shoulders. So I don't even know why people can actually blame them or question them कि भाई तुम ये क्यों कर रहे हो वो क्यों कर रहे हो ठीक है, they will be, obviously it's their choice, and they will, if they have a preference, why not? I mean, they are putting the money, so who are you to say anything? It's their choice. But मेरे हिसाब से तो what matters is your capability as an actor यार. If you're not good enough, you're not going to go beyond one or two films, and that is the key here. You work on yourself as an actor, whether you know somebody or you're somebody's family or friend. If you're good, you will go, you will, move forward. But if you're not, then people will not again put money on you. Yeah, it's just that. And I think that's how it should be. I mean, of course, people will take out other things and other personal agendas to, use this situation to, point fingers. All that it's everybody's individual choice or thing. But for me, it just boils down to your acting skills, and that is it. And that's what matters. Yeah. Many be dekha hai, I know how much. I mean, you have to really, really go for it and really try, keep auditioning and keep working on yourself, and you get rejection all the time. But that is how it works. I mean, I think it's the same thing in any other country. You give audition and you'll have so many rejections till you find a break. Till you reach a space where you are able to contribute something which works for the producers and the director and the script, and that's where you get your role. So yeah.
And do you think all of these rejections, to a certain extent, especially if the person is a newbie and is not really, or he or she has been kind of, his mind has been colored, or kind of has been influenced by people who are near and dear to him by telling him that you're really good and all of that, and then when he comes in the real scenario, facing this sort of a rejection, kind of takes it on his mental health, his or her mental health. And then I mean, things really go awry. So I mean, what is the entire what is the crux of the entire matter and the problem? What is the main problem? Is it just the fact that people have got to really think about their mental well-being? What is the entire thing, according to you?
Yeah. Again, this is my opinion, but people go through rejection in every field. Yeah. I mean, there's not, in our field, it happens almost every day because if you're not working, then you're just auditioning and yeah, I mean, not all auditions work. But I know for a fact that it happens in corporate scenarios as well. People are rejected. People are, there's a lot of like games happening and
yes,
pulled down because of XYZ reasons, So there's always politics. There's always dirty game happening in the corporate world, in businesses, सब कुछ होता है, so I feel that you can have losses in businesses or like somebody cheats you or कुछ भी हो सकता है. So again, you have to really firstly be grounded as an individual, because you have to understand that this is a job, this is your work,
yes,
whatever field it might be, and my life is not only consist of my work, right? I have my family, I have my relationships, I have my health, I have my hobbies or preferences, and so many other things that are part of my life, spiritual path. So अगर हम सिर्फ एक ही चीज पे ध्यान रखेंगे तो उसी में हम फंस जाएंगे, is what I feel. So we need to open our life and see that there is so much more to it, and this is just one aspect for it. And so what if it's not working out for now? because it's not that वो जिंदगी भर के लिए work out नहीं करेगी. For now, it's not working out. So yeah, I will do my best. I will try again to make it work. And if you feel that this is not for me, then don't do it. Like nobody's forcing you. I don't think किसी को कोई gun रख के बोलता है कि यार आप audition करते रहो and you will get your job, and if you don't, then you're a loser. ऐसा तो है नहीं यार. It's your choice. I also went to Bombay on my own choice. Like it was my own choice. Nobody forced me to do it. And and again, at any given point, I could have just left and gone back home if it didn't work out for me. So it again boils down to the individual. And like I said earlier, it's zaruri hai ki thoda grounded raho and be aware of all this, because there will be a lot of people who will say a lot of things to you. Sometimes that might brainwash you to believe certain things, but you have to like believe yourself, is what I would say in my experience, because you're the only one who you can trust like 100% in the industry, and especially if you're alone.
So tell me, Namit, do you believe in destiny?
Well, I do to a certain extent, but I also believe that you make your own destiny as well. Like it's your causes that you are making will eventually quicken that destiny or not. But yeah, there are few things that.
But again, luck really matters. Don't you think so? I mean, even if you have it in you to meet your own destiny, luck definitely plays a very important part. Don't you think so?
I feel that it's not just. I mean, luck is a word. I mean, for me, it's more good fortune, which comes from your own causes again. आप कुछ करते हैं. I mean, yeah, it's timing. I would say more about timing. It's. If you can interpret it as luck, okay, I was at XYZ place and I bumped into so-and-so and that person saw me, then looked me up and then called me for a meeting and then something worked out. So that is timing. But again...
To be at the right place at the right time.
At the same time, wo ho gaya, opportunity mil gayi. But at the same time, if I was not capable enough, the job wouldn't happen, even if that timing was right. So I believe that it's a mixture of everything. You have to really firstly be capable enough. अगर आपके पास skills ही नहीं है, अगर आप आगे contribute कर ही नहीं सकते to what you want to do, nobody is going to hire you. Then there is no luck that can come into play and help you out. So yeah, I mean, it's just, I mean, again, for everybody who's new in Bombay and who wants to make it and who are trying to get into this industry, just have to remember that hard work, there is no substitute to that. And continue to work on yourself, and it will eventually, you will crack something. Trust me, it's just about that. और कहीं बीच में भटकने की जरूरत नहीं है.
Wow, that's a lovely motivating way to put it. Finally, Namit, जो मैं जानना चाहूँगा तुमसे वो ये है, what are your future plans? How is the lockdown treating you? The lockdown definitely is treating you very nicely, but how once the lockdown is lifted, what do you plan to do? How do you plan to go about things? And shooting starts hoga, do you have any projects in hand? How is it all about?
I'm not trying to. I'm trying to not kind of get bound to a particular project so soon, because the scenario is not ideal. It's somewhat of a risk as well. So so I'm not like tying up, but at the same time, of course, I'm open to considering options that I'm getting. But more importantly, मैं चाहता हूँ कि after the lockdown, obviously I want to travel, which was the plan after my shoot got over, but वो lockdown से रुक गया.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
where you're traveling to?
Yeah, there are a lot of places that I have, depending on again the situation and what is allowed. So if I can go to Europe, I'll go there. Otherwise, आसपास ही जाऊँगा, कहीं Turkey चले जाऊँगा, or I'll go to a beach destination like Bali or something. But yeah, I mean, the idea is to just get and unwind and be in nature for some time. Bombay mein maybe 2.5 months I was stuck in the lockdown alone, and it was quite hard. Finally got a flight back home. So it has, I mean, last whole year I've pretty much been working non-stop for the show, and then the lockdown. So it's, I mean, right now, technically speaking, it is somewhat of a downtime for me also. Having said that, if I get a good opportunity, I'll obviously grab it. But it has to be something that really excites me and makes me want to leave this comfort zone in my house in Delhi and come back to Bombay right now. So yeah.
So to put it succinctly, you actually want a change. You want a change in a good way, in a role that would motivate you to work. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, change. Matlab, I want to really be part of project where there is so much of excitement. There's so much of, I mean, people are on the same wavelength. People are working towards the same goal, and where you enjoy yourself, you know, which obviously there are so many such people. And well, yeah, it's a matter of time for me to connect with that, because jalbazi nahi karni, basically.
All right. Even though I said it was my last question, one question that comes to my mind is तुम्हारी बातों से and the kind of conversation that we had.
Yeah.
I kind of, to a certain extent, you were talking about good fortune and everything, and I kind of interpreted it to be good karma. I mean, that's what you were trying to drive at least. That's what I felt.
Yeah.
So, I mean, tell me a little bit about your religious beliefs.
Well, there is no particular religion as such. It's more spiritual. I've been on a spiritual path for many years now.
Exactly. That's the right word.
Yeah. So, I mean, I have kind of dabbled. I won't use the word dabbled. I have really spent a lot of time to understand Nichiren Daishin and Buddhism for almost a decade. And so I was extremely involved with the organization and everything. Then, along with that, I also kind of decided to study about other spiritual paths. So Paramhans Yogananda, I did some Reiki healing, a couple of levels. Just started to read more and more about it, because it was I connected with it, and I realized that we all need certain spiritual path in our life to keep us grounded and to make us understand about our own self and our environment, which is all connected. And so, over the years, the interest and the direction has changed, but the idea still is that it is all connected. You know, even if you talk about any religious practice, they're all connected with the thread, you know, with the similar teachings.
Absolutely.
They're just packaged in a different way for different people to connect with it. But bottom line to wahi hai. And important thing is you have to keep that bottom line within you. You know, what's the word? Inscribed? No, not inscribed. It has to be imbibed completely, actually, in your life, so that you can apply it in your daily life. So आप चाहे एक जगह से लो या कहीं और से लो teachings, the idea is, the important thing is, are you applying it in your life or not? So I'm in that phase where I'm trying to apply it. Knowledge ले लिया, but application की बारी है.
All right. I really hope you can apply that. All right. So that was Mr. Namit Khanna. My name is Sandeep with Hindustan Times Online. Thank you so much.